Overstriding, hands down, most common thing that a runner can do, most common fault that a runner can have, especially a new runner. It's overstriding. It's so easy to do it. If our hips are really tight from sitting down, from all the school we've been in, at work, especially with this big cushiony heel, and these big cushiony shoes, we think, hey, this is how I'm supposed to run. Pictures in the running magazine, big heel strike, and they're smiling when we know that this is not a very good way to run. And it's a great way to set you up for failure in the future. And you might be able to get away with this for a while, but after a year, you go from 5Ks to 10Ks to half marathons to marathons. It's going to catch up to you, and it's going to rear its ugly head with knee pain, low back pain, plantar fasciitis. So many IT band syndrome is a huge, overstriding is a huge cause for both runner's knee and IT band syndrome. So what can we do to counteract this? And one thing in particular, right, we do have to work on mobility and strengthening certain things, but one thing that I know is going to help is pretending or imagining that you are running on ice. And I know my handwriting is atrocious, but think, hey, you're running on ice, right? If you're running on ice, just imagine that for a second. Hey, if I'm on ice, I'm probably not gonna take that big ol' honking step out in front of me. And that's the whole goal, is to think about something, and it doesn't even have to be ice. This can be anything that you think of that might cue you to not land that far out in front. But don't just think, hey, I'm just gonna think about not landing that far in front. What tends to happen is you overthink it, it doesn't work out very well, and you might actually make things worse. So this is just a good cue, just in general, that most people respond very, very well to, and try for yourself. Just think, hey, if you think you overstride, if you have a really aggressive heel strike, you probably overstride a little bit. But hey, imagine running on ice. Just think, if you're on ice, you're probably not, it's getting colder out too. You're probably not gonna take that big step out, because if you do, you're gonna step, you're going down, you're falling backwards. So think, hey, pretend like you're running on ice. Imagine you're running on ice. I don't like the word pretend. Imagine you are running on ice. See how that goes. Now, there might be some other things we have to address, but if you imagine you're running on ice, this is a great first step in that direction, especially if you're a big heel striker. Think about this, and actually might take the heel strike away.